Welcome back to this episode of Shevolving Life. It's me, your girl, Samantha. So happy and grateful to be with you guys again here on the show. I am just so excited about the potential um, of just connecting with you and just sharing like the tidbits and the revelations and the struggle, right? That's all a part of being in community with each other. The purpose of this show is to offer up practical ways for us to connect to the well-being that's already inside of us. And as we connect with that well-being, we'll continue to evolve into a more complete and balanced version of ourselves. So let's get to it. Today on the show, we're talking about something that's super close to my heart. And it's all about practically implementing humor and laughter into your life, connecting with joy through humor and laughter as a way of staying healthy and well. Did you know that? There's like a ton of research out there that's already just living housed in institutes and I was shocked. Anecdotally, we all know about you know laughter being medicine. You've heard of that. Um, you've heard about laughter and joy just being so essential in keeping you healthy and well. Like we've heard this over and over and over again. Being laughter being good for the soul, being good for the heart. Like laughter curing ails and just being good for you on multiple levels, mind, body, and spirit. Like we've heard this before. And experientially, we've experienced just how good it feels sometimes when you just bust a gut. Like had those good belly laughs. I mean, if it feels transcending sometimes, like you're not even in your body. But it's doing something, it's doing something physiologically doing something. They have measured like biochemicals and endorphins and cortisol levels. Like they've measured all of those things that are biomarkers or indicators of like a stress response or of an immune response, and they've measured those things and just saw how much laughter improves those body processes. And it's just amazing to me. I mean, my mind has been blown reading some of this research that's out there on laughter. And if you're a geek like me, of course, like always, I'll have those studies and those resources available for you to look up on your own in my section. But this is just more fodder, more evidence, just more gives you more of an incentive to incorporate laughter in your own day to day experiences and even with the family, right? So let's get into practical ways to connect to laughter. I know for me, we have something called dance breaks and dance parties at our house where we allow ourselves to be silly and goofy and not make sense. And it's such a healing space. It's such a space of vulnerability, actually. And so for our kids to see us be silly and joking around and laughing, like it gives them permission not to take life too seriously and to release the tension that may be built up because you're super focused on something else. And we have some young kids who really eat it up, because when you're in those young phases, the kids, it's just so easy to be silly. That childhood laughter, that childhood approach to life, it's easier to be with them in that phase. But I also have older children, middle schoolers, where they may just feel like, oh, that's for babies, or we don't do that anymore, or really feel pressure to sort of move out of what they would consider childlike things. And I think for us as parents, as moms, it's just sort of to take the lead and say, hey, you don't have to totally leave your childhood behind. There's a part of childhood that stays with you, and that's healing for you, that helps you surrender and be vulnerable and let go, and be guided in this life, to be humble, right? There's just so many great qualities that can come with just allowing yourself to joke, be silly, and laugh. So we have dance parties. Of course, I am a creative, and I love to sing. So dancing and singing, that comes easy for me. And what I do to make it even more silly, I do different voices. I exaggerate my face and my expressions, and I pull people into my dancing like this, and just really get into it, like full mind body presence. And I'm telling you, even for my husband, who is just more of a serious person, and my oldest, who really doesn't like the whole being silly thing, it's almost like a way to release that tension that they carry, because everybody has their own specific constitution, their own specific temperament, but humor is universal to being human. There's even some research about just like the how humor, chimpanzees or different other type of animals use laughter as a social way to release group pressure and group sort of stressors. So it makes sense that laughing is contagious. You've heard that, right? And you probably have experienced that in some way. But laughter done in a group is even more powerful because we're social beings. So even the more serious and the more contemplative minds, there's something about letting that go a bit, and and not just going for the smart funny. I mean, the smart funny is cute too. Like my husband's a huge advocate of like listening to different comedians and different things like that, and it's hilarious. Like, I'm just like, you need to for sure, like, sometimes just be silly. Like, the comedians have their own sort of, way of being funny, and sometimes it's kind of serious or self-deprecating or sarcastic. And what really needs to happen sometimes is to just connect with more lighthearted jokes, or more silly. We have this book called Dad Jokes, and it's like the punchlines are just like ridiculously simple and corny and cheesy, and it's like you really can only laugh at that when you come with just this open childhood, like, oh my goodness, kind of perspective. Or listening to your kids tell knock knock jokes. Like, you have to completely just be present and just like watch how serious they are about their joke, and their reaction or non-reaction to the punchline. Like, that kind of stuff adds to the whole experience of the joke and the humor when you're really trying to engage with just such silly content. But it's so healing. It is so just, I mean, it is medicine. It is something that you can practically build into your day, in your week, so that you can really support the health and well-being of your family. Um, and research talks about specific kind of jokes. There are some jokes, especially like sarcastic jokes, that really can contribute to more of a stress response in the body. Having the cortisol go up and sort of triggering maybe that fight, flight, freeze. But in your body when you have a joke that's just lighthearted, a joke that you can engage with, humor that you can engage with, that is good spirited. And so I just encourage you to find a way to incorporate that in your daily life, in your weekly life with you and your family. Because I know for us, it has been such a great tool to help us relieve tensions, to get through serious conversations, to feel light on heavy days, um, to sort of jumpstart maybe like some healing that needs to happen if we're sick or down with cold, flu, things like that. Just using humor. Can really impact that. So, pick up them dad jokes, give them knock knock jokes a chance, and let me know. Pop it in the comments and tell me how it goes. Thanks, guys, for this episode of Shevolving Life. Again, it's me, Samantha, and I'm just so grateful for you guys choosing to take some time out from your day to just listen to a little bit of practical wisdom about how to incorporate easy, effective tools to help you connect to your well being in order to really support us evolving into the best versions of ourselves, a balanced version of ourselves, a peaceful version of ourselves, a complete version of ourselves. As always, we're going to end with just a little meditation. So just get comfortable in your seats. Make sure your feet are planted on the floor. And just allow yourself to be fully supported. Whether you're just in a chair or laying in your bed, allow yourself to be fully supported. Take this time to give yourself a little hug. Notice any tension, any spots or areas where you're holding tension that you don't need to in this moment. It's okay to let it go. Ground yourself in this present moment. You're safe. You're secure. Just hold yourself. I want you to bring your attention to your breath as you're holding yourself. As your chest rises and falls, I want you to think of the fact that you're totally accepted right now. Doing this. You don't have to achieve anything. You don't have to show up as anybody. You don't have to worry about how you're going to show up in the world. Just right now, in this moment, be with what is. Right now, in this moment, just be with who you are. Acceptance and love. And nourish yourself with acceptance and with love. Hold yourself completely, knowing that you're worthy. Relax deep into your hug. Yes. Whenever you're ready, you can open your eyes if your eyes were closed and just orient yourself to this present moment. If you need to shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, you can do that. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day and look forward to seeing you next time on Shevolving Life.